Namaskar and welcome to India This Week. I'm Shubhendu Ghosh. In the next half an hour, we take you closer to the big stories of the week. Stories that map the rise of New India, developments that portray how India is on the move despite all hurdles and challenges, glimpses of rich cultural diversity that make Incredible India truly a lived reality, and how celebrations of 75th year of independence continue as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Let's begin with the top stories. India achieves historic landmark in fight against COVID-19 vaccination, administers 100 crore vaccine doses. Prime Minister says we are witnessing the triumph of Indian science, enterprise and collective spirit of 130 crore Indians. WHO Director General and world leaders congratulate India and Prime Minister Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the nation on achieving the milestone of 100 crore vaccinations, says 100 crore vaccinations are not just a figure, but a reflection of the strength of the country and creation of a new chapter of history. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates Kushinagar International Airport, says it is a tribute to the devotion of Buddhist society around the world. The Indian region is witness to the entire journey from enlightenment of Lord Buddha to Mahaparinirvana. And the 52nd edition of International Film Festival of India to showcase a collage of best of contemporary and classic films in Goa. Major OTT players invited to participate. BRICS Film Festival to be held alongside IFFI. Steven Zabo and Martin Scorsese to be conferred Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award. And let's first see how India is on the move. This week, India attained a historic milestone in the fight against COVID-19. 1 billion COVID-19 doses have been administered in vaccination about 9 months in India from 16th of January to 21st of October. After India crossed the landmark of 1 billion doses, Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded the efforts of the scientific community and the collective spirit of the nation. He visited the Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital in the national capital, a central government-run hospital where he interacted with the healthcare and frontline workers involved with the vaccination drive, boosting their morale and crediting them for their contribution to the drive. Here's more.
And with this, India achieved the landmark figure of 1 billion vaccinations, an achievement that most of the world, including developed nations, find unimaginable. The most effective weapon in the battle against coronavirus is vaccination, and by inoculating 1 billion citizens, India has created history in a record 9 months under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Congratulating the nation, Prime Minister said that India now has the armor of 1 billion vaccinated citizens to fend off the worst pandemic to grip the world in 100 years.
100 साल में आई सबसे बड़ी महामारी का मुकाबला करने के लिए देश के पास अब 100 करोड़ वैक्सीन डोज का मजबूत सुरक्षा कवच है। ये उपलब्धि भारत की है, भारत के प्रत्येक नागरिक की है। मैं देश की वैक्सीन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनियां, वैक्सीन ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में जुड़े कर्मयोगियां, वैक्सीन लगाने में जुटे हेल्थ सेक्टर के प्रोफेशनल्स, सभी का खुले मन से, हृदय से बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं।
The Prime Minister visited the Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital in the national capital to boost the morale of health workers and interacted with the people who came for vaccination. He also went around the vaccination center. Prime Minister interacted with Divyang Arun Rai.
बनारस के आपने पहले लोग समाज में विद्वान शब्द जब कहते थे तो बड़ा मन में कष्ट होता था और अपमान महसूस होता था। आपने विज्ञान के नाम दे करके हम लोगों को बड़ा दिव्य बना दिया।
Prime Minister also interacted with nursing officer Christina from Manipur. He inquired about the challenges they face in carrying out their duties.
अब तक कितने लोगों का वैक्सीन किया?
सर जब से वैक्सीनेशन किया था
तो अभी तो कॉन्फिडेंस भी हो रहा है वो। चलिए बहुत बहुत बधाई आपको।
In an endearing moment, a young girl who had come for her vaccination sang an inspirational number while interacting with the Prime Minister.
गाना गा, अच्छा ही सुनाओ, कोई बच्ची का कोई गाना सुनाओ।
The security guard at the hospital thanked the Prime Minister for raising their morale with his Mayor Chaukidar who called.
सबसे बड़ी बात सर आपने कहा ना कि मैं देश का चौकीदार हूं, वो चीज देश के जितने भी हमारे सिक्योरिटी के लोग हैं, सब लोगों का आपने गौरव बढ़ा दिया।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's interactions covered every corona warrior who are a part of the vaccination chain, and these corona warriors expressed their elation at meeting the Prime Minister.
आज 100 करोड़ हो जाएगा वैक्सीन के लिए, तो इतना मतलब अच्छा फील हुआ उनको कि हमें वैक्सीन, हम उसको अच्छे से गाइड किया हमने कि हमें वैक्सीन लगवा के आपको पूरे देश की आर्थिक स्थिति को हमें ठीक करना चाहिए और हमें आने वाले वायरस को फैलने से रोकना चाहिए।
उन्होंने पूछा कि कोविड के टाइम में आपने कैसे ड्यूटी की, आपके घर वाले आपको मना करते रहे होंगे, तो मैंने कहा सर मना तो करते थे, लेकिन मन में एक सेवा का भाव था कि जब हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री लगे हुए हैं सेवा में तो हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते हैं।
The vaccination drive began on 16th of January 2021 and on the very first day over 91,000 doses were administered. The second phase started on the 2nd of February 2021 covering frontline workers. The third phase of immunization began on the 1st of March 2021 to include those between 60 years and 45 years of age as well as those with comorbidities. The Prime Minister also took the jab on the same day. To further boost the coverage, all people above the age of 45 were included in the campaign from April 1st. The nation began administering the doses for people above the age of 18 from 1st of May. The journey, which began 9 months ago, witnessed achievements on several fronts. The target of 100% vaccination of at least the first dose remains in sight, with the pace of vaccination increasing over time. Bureau Report, DD India.
And meanwhile, Dr. Krishna Ella, the chairman and managing director of Bharat Biotech that developed the co-vaccine, has expressed pleasure for being able to contribute to India's historic landmark in inoculating 100 crore vaccine. Dr. Ella has called the milestone as a remarkable achievement for the nation.
We all should be proud of that, what India has done it. I think the credit goes to the scientists of this country and also the government system that delivered the vaccine to the last mile of the delivery. And I think that's significant progress. I think we've proven to the world the Indian industry can do it, and Indian government system can deliver the vaccine to the last mile. And I think it's a significant achievement for the India. And I think this sets mark for the Indian industry that we can help the global health at large. And this is a significant success for the Indian science.
Some other stories. Indian Army displayed the Pinaka and Smirch rocket launcher system in Assam. Speaking on the occasion, Lieutenant Colonel Battery Commander Sarath informed that both multi-rocket launcher systems are designed to fire a variety of ammunitions. He added that quick reaction time and higher accuracy of these systems ensure delivery of very high volume of firepower on critical and time-sensitive enemies in a short period.
Both these weapon systems have been designed to fire a variety of ammunitions to include high explosive pre-fragment ammunitions as well as a variety of cluster ammunitions. The quick reaction time and the higher accuracy of these weapon systems ensures delivery of a very high volume of firepower on critical and time-sensitive enemy targets in a very short time.
And meanwhile, Major Srinath, battery commander in the Indian Army, said that Smirch launcher can fire up to the range of 90 kilometers. It can fire 12 rockets in just 40 seconds.
On a Tibetan Tatra, it's extremely mobile and there is no issue with mobility in any sort of the terrain. The cluster, there are 12 tubes in the cluster and it fires 12 rockets in a span of 40 seconds. So each rocket has about 250 kg worth of warhead over there and it can cover an area of 1200 meters by 1200 meters in the enemy side.
Let's now move to our next segment, New India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi this week inaugurated the Kushinagar International Airport in Uttar Pradesh to facilitate Buddhist pilgrimage in the region. He participated in an event marking the Abhidhamma Day at the Mahaparinirvana Temple. Prime Minister said the sense of responsibility that comes from Lord Buddha's teachings is key to overcoming the toughest challenges and surging ahead for welfare of everyone.
भगवान बुद्ध ने कहा था अप्पदीपो भव, यही भारत के लिए आत्मनिर्भर बनने की प्रेरणा है। यही वो प्रेरणा है जो हमें दुनिया के हर देश के प्रगति में सहभागी बनाने की ताकत देगी।
The auspicious occasion of Abhidhamma Day, the place, the Mahaparinirvana Temple in Kushinagar. The day symbolizes the end of a 3-month rainy retreat, Varshavas or Vasa for the Buddhist monks. During Varshavasa, the monks were always on the move, stay at one place and pray. The reason for the season's pause is to not hinder the processes of nature in any way, so that the sprouting seed is not crushed by their movement. Wednesday saw Buddhist monks from Sri Lanka, Thailand, Myanmar, South Korea, Nepal, Bhutan, Cambodia all converge at the sacred land of the Buddha. Prime Minister Narendra Modi offered Chivar Daan to these monks on the occasion. Highlighting the universality of Lord Buddha's teachings, Prime Minister Modi said that when the world is facing acute environmental and climate change issues, solutions can be found by following Buddha's path.
वर्षावास न केवल बाहर की प्रकृति को प्रस्फुटित करता है, बल्कि हमारे अंदर की प्रकृति को भी संशोधित करने का अवसर देता है। आज जब दुनिया पर्यावरण संरक्षण की बात करती है, क्लाइमेट चेंज की चिंता जाहिर करती है, तो उसके साथ अनेक सवाल उठ खड़े होते हैं। लेकिन अगर हम बुद्ध के संदेश को अपना लेते हैं तो किसको करना है, इसकी जगह क्या करना है, इसका मार्ग अपने आप दिखने लगता है।
Buddha resides in the soul of humanity and connects different cultures and countries. Prime Minister's message was simple and universal. The sense of responsibility that comes from Lord Buddha's teaching is the key to overcoming the toughest of challenges and surging ahead for welfare of all.
बुद्ध का संदेश पूरे विश्व के लिए है। बुद्ध का धम्म मानवता के लिए है। इसलिए आज का ये दिन हम सभी देशों के सदियों पुराने सांस्कृतिक संबंधों को नई ऊर्जा देने का भी दिन है।
Inaugurating the Kushinagar International Airport, Prime Minister Modi gave the devotees visiting the Mahaparinirvana Temple a gift to remember for the times to come. The Kushinagar International Airport has been constructed at an estimated cost of 260 crore rupees. The airport is an attempt to connect Buddhist pilgrimage centers around the world.
किसान हो, पशुपालक हो, दुकानदार हो, श्रमिक हो, यहाँ के उद्यमी हो, सभी को इसका सीधा लाभ मिलता ही है। इससे व्यापार कारोबार का एक पूरा इकोसिस्टम यहां विकसित होगा। इससे इस क्षेत्र के युवाओं के लिए रोजगार के भी अनेक नए अवसर बनेंगे।
Prime Minister Modi said Buddha's influence, visible in western, eastern and southern parts of our country in equal measures, will travel to the world.
भगवान बुद्ध ने जहां पहला उपदेश दिया, वो सारनाथ की भूमि भी 100-250 किलोमीटर के दायरे में ही आ जाती है। जहां बुद्ध को ज्ञान प्राप्त हुआ, वो बोध गया भी कुछ ही घंटों की दूरी पर है। ऐसे में ये क्षेत्र सिर्फ भारत के ही बौद्ध अनुयायियों के लिए ही नहीं, अनेकों देशों के नागरिकों के लिए भी एक बहुत बड़ा श्रद्धा का और आकर्षण का केंद्र बनने जा रहा है।
In keeping with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of Buddha diplomacy and connecting with the immediate neighborhood and beyond, the occasion of Abhidhamma Divas took an entirely new meaning. In a post-COVID world, the boost to tourism with a spiritual connect will certainly lead to long-term sustainable development. In a symbolic gesture, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also planted a Bodhi tree sapling in Kushinagar. The Mahabodhi tree at the Sri Mahabodhi temple in Bodh Gaya is where Lord Buddha is said to have attained enlightenment. Vishal Baristo, Ashwini Mishra and Rajesh Raj's report for DD India.
And moving on to the key talking point of the week. Sri Lankan Minister Namal Rajapaksa landed in Kushinagar with 125-member delegation directly from Colombo at the Kushinagar International Airport. Around 100 monks accompanied him carrying Buddhist relics. In an exclusive interview with DD India, Namal Rajapaksa highlighted the common vision that leadership of both the countries share. He thanked Prime Minister Modi for 15 million grant to Sri Lanka for development of Buddhist sites.
How important is this occasion for you?
Well, I mean, the relationship between India and Sri Lanka is very strong. And also we believe the Kushinagar, where we believe the Parinirvana of Lord Buddha took place, is a very important and symbolic state or a city for the Buddhist pilgrims, not only from Sri Lanka but all over the world. And it's a great honor for us for myself and my delegation to be on the first inaugural flight to land at the Kushinagar International Airport. Having direct access to cities like Kushinagar, will always be a helping hand for tourism. Definitely support the industry, tourism industry, and to make it reality that the vision of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This visit has a couple of state ministers and 100 Buddhist clergy. Senior Buddhist monks represent coming all the way from Sri Lanka. It shows how deep the relationship is when it comes to religion and culture, and also the people-to-people relationship between our two countries. So, and also the both leaders, Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi and also the President of Sri Lanka, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, they both share the common vision of people-centric development. So we believe this visit will enhance that people-to-people relationship and strengthen give more strength to the bilateral relationship in coming years.
So since Sri Lanka was the first country where ambassadors from Emperor Ashoka, his children had gone to spread the word of Lord Buddha, how important is the preaching of Lord Buddha?
Well, I mean, the Buddhism, the greatest gift that Sri Lanka has ever got from India. And we believe that has changed our culture and taught us a peaceful way of life. So we believe now with the pandemic, the COVID-19 situation, everyone has realized, how challenging life is going to be, and it's not the comfortable life that we used to have. So things have changed and we have to adapt to a new normal lifestyle.
Let's find out who is the newsmaker of this week. Indian basketball player Ulhas Case is all set to play in Professional Basketball League in Moldova, Europe. He spoke exclusively to DD India in our special show Virtual Encounters, spoke about his ambitions and says playing in NBA is his ultimate aim.
Ulhas Case with us. He is joining us on DD India. Welcome Ulhas, welcome to DD India. Appreciate you giving us your precious time. First of all, many congratulations on being part of the Moldovan League Division 1. First of all, tell us how big is this league and how big is this achievement for you?
This league is quite big because it's the national league in Moldova, and it is considered professional. And it's a big thing because outside India, Indians are not considered, competition, and because there's no leagues back home, we're not considered competition outside India. And because of that, making it here it's a big thing for me. And this solely happened because I kept trying, and this was the goal since I was young.
Right, but Ulhas, you have such an inspiring story, such a great journey. You had to go through a lot, but again, you have reached this far. What is your aim and ambition now, and what do you aspire to be?
Like any basketball player, my goal would be playing in the NBA one day. But the current goal is getting to a higher, division or a higher league. Here, the higher league would be the Euro League. This is the highest league in Europe. After NBA, Euro League is considered the highest league. So to make that, it takes a lot of striving and everything. So that's my goal for now. But the main goal, the dream, would be the NBA, playing there and staying there, and hopefully winning a championship there one day.
And celebrations of 75th year of India's independence continues in Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and giving out the message to stay healthy, Central Industry Security Force organized a cycle rally which was flagged off from Mumbai's iconic Gateway of India. The rally was flagged off by Anil Kumar, ADG, South CISF, Hemant Nagrale, Mumbai Police Commissioner, Rajiv Jalota, Chairman, Mumbai Port Trust, among others. The cyclists visited places of historic significance in Mumbai, including August Kranti Maidan. Besides a tourist attraction, the Gateway is also the monument from where the last of the British troops left India. At the flag-off ceremony, family members of those who contributed to the freedom struggle were also felicitated. The cycle rally started from Trivandrum and will reach Kevadia on October 31st on the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel to commemorate Rashtriya Ekta Divas. Time now to get a glimpse of incredible India. India's 52nd International Film Festival, IFFI, is around the corner. In the national capital, Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur announced the important attractions related to this edition of the festival. Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, L. Murugan, Information and Broadcasting Secretary Apurva Chandra and Festival Director Chaitanya Prasad were also present on the occasion. For the first time, OTT platforms will participate at IFFI. The opening film will be The King of All the World, directed by Carlos Saura. A record 694 entries were received for the international segment this year.
(20th to 28th November 2021). Mark these dates when eyes of cinema lovers around the world will be on India. One of the most beautiful states of India, Goa, is all set. The 52nd International Film Festival of India will begin in the state with a spectacular ceremony. The countdown to IFFI 2021 has begun. Tackling all the challenges of COVID-19, this year's IFFI is going to be a very special and one of the most memorable editions ever. There are going to be many segments and initiatives which will be organized for the first time in the history of IFFI. The Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award at the 52nd IFFI will honor two of the best directors of the world. American film director Martin Scorsese and Hungary's acclaimed director Oscar winner Istvan Svabo. Among the world's greatest directors will be honored with the Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award. India is celebrating its 75th year of independence, the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So, for the first time, 75 creative youngsters from all over the country are being given a unique opportunity to showcase their talent on the stage of IFFI. To meet the veterans attending IFFI, the jury will judge and select them on 7 arenas such as direction, screenwriting and acting. The last date for applications is 31st October.
आइए IFFI में भाग लीजिए इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल ऑफ इंडिया। एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां पर उभरती हुई प्रतिभाओं को भी अपनी प्रतिभा दिखाने का मौका मिलता है अंतर्राष्ट्रीय फिल्मों से लेकर राष्ट्रीय फिल्मों को वहाँ पर दिखाने का मौका मिलता है, रीजनल फिल्मों का दिखाने का मौका मिलता है। अब तो OTT प्लेटफॉर्म्स पर जो दिखाया जाता है वो भी इस बार IFFI पर आपको देखने को मिलेगा। ये अपने आप में एक बड़ी उपलब्धि है, एक मौका है, एक ऐसे 75 युवा क्रिएटिव माइंड्स को भी आगे आने का, जो अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, जिनको चिन्हित किया जाएगा और उनको अवसर मिलेगा इंडस्ट्री लीडर से मिलने का वहाँ पर और मास्टर क्लास अटेंड करने का। तो आइए जुड़िए इस बार के IFFI से, अगर आप में है दम तो बढ़ाओ कदम।
In times of the COVID-19 era, the popularity of OTT platforms reached new heights. For the first time ever, IFFI has invited major OTT players to participate in the festival. 5 big OTT platforms including Netflix, Sony Live, Woot, Amazon Prime will do international premiere of their films and series this time at IFFI. IFFI 2021 will begin with The King of All the World, directed by Carlos Saura. Mid-fest film will be The Power of the Dog.
It's just a man. Only another man.
Films that have won acclaim at major film festivals across the world will be screened at IFFI. Gobelin School La Image will host a virtual masterclass in Paris's famous School of Visual Communication and Arts. This time, a record number of 694 entries have been received for the international section. The jury for the international competition has also been announced. The chairperson of the jury is Rakshan Benatimad, also known as First Lady of Iranian cinema. Director Stephen Wally, United Kingdom. Sri Lankan film producer Vimukthi Jayasundara. Oscar-nominated Colombian filmmaker Ciro Guerra. Neel Madhav Panda, who has won many national and international awards from India. BRICS Film Festival is being organized along with IFFI. IFFI has 5 focus countries this time: Brazil, Russia, China, India and South Africa. Curiosity about the 52nd edition of IFFI, one of the most prestigious film festivals in the world, continues to grow. Despite the challenges of the corona era, there has not been a slight decrease in its attractiveness. And filmmakers, directors, actors and cine lovers from across the globe are desperate to be part of IFFI once again. Bureau Report, DD India.
As India scripted history in providing 100 crore COVID vaccination doses, historical monuments across the country were lit up in tricolour to celebrate the milestone achievement. As we conclude, we are leaving you with the glimpses of this spectacle. Namaskar.